sensitive, but then we have to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, how would they know it's safe to speak up? How would they know it's safe to speak? How would Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks to everyone that subscribed, liked, drop a comment, or shared my video. I'm super grateful. Thank you very much. So May is the month of mental health awareness, and I would really like to spend the rest of the month trying to talk more about it. Okay, so if you are not interested in something like this, there's another video comment right up. Like, just the next video after this is going to be about something you might like. All right. So, sexual abuse and rape in children is something that we find very awkward talking about. But despite the fact that it's awkward to talk about it, it's real. And 1 out of 4 girls, 1 out of 6 boys would have been sexually abused before the age of 12. So why don't we like talking about it? Like, why? Okay, so a child that has been sexually abused, sexually abused, will definitely grow up with, in fact, about 90% of children that has been sexually abused will grow up with mental health issues, going from PTSD to anxiety to bipolar disorder and so on. But then, these children will grow up, some of them grow up very angry, some of them become reclusive, some of them look like they have normal lives, some of them look happy, some of them are the joy of the party, some of them are all over the place, and then they try to mask it up and look good, but then they have a lot of battles they're fighting by themselves. Now, most times we try not, like I said, we try not to talk about these things. I don't know why we try not to talk about them, or feel like, oh, it's a very it's sensitive, but then we have to talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, how would they know it's safe to speak up? How would they know it's safe to speak? How would they know it's safe to air their feelings? All right. So, children that has been sexually abused, children that has gone through rape, children that has gone through any form of sexual abuse, and most times when we say sexual abuse, we assume it's about touching, it's about raping, and it's not just rape. It has to do with touching inappropriately. It has to do with them making children touch you inappropriately. So there's a lot of things with sexual abuse. It doesn't have to just be rape and all. There's child pornography, etc. But today I'm here to talk to the survivors. Now, the first thing you need to realize as a survivor is you are going to heal. It's not easy, but it's worth it, because you're worth it. It's not easy. It's not an easy journey, but you have to go through it. You have to heal by yourself. You have to work on it by yourself. One of the best ways, or one of the easiest ways to heal by yourself, or to heal, is to keep a journal. Why I said keeping a journal is simple. Most times when a survivor eventually speaks to someone and says, I was sexually abused, or I was touched like this or that way when I was a child or something, you feel like, some of them will tell you, we have different responses. Some will tell you, don't tell anyone. Some will say, don't tell anyone. And then that child is ruined. Like, the child feels helpless, because at that point, that is something that made the child helpless, and then the person is speaking to them. You are going to make the child feel like, or the person, because sometimes most of these survivors don't speak up for a very long time, and then some people will still say, why didn't you talk for so long? No time is too late to open. There is no time that is too late to talk. Now, I just talked about how when a survivor speaks out, and then you say, don't tell anyone, just keep it. If you tell people, they will do this about you, they will avoid you. It's wrong. You're ruining that person's life. That's one. 2, when a survivor eventually speaks out to someone, now there's another fear of not being believed, and there's some people will still come to doubt you and be like, if that person was not rich, would you speak up? You have no right to tell someone that, because you don't know how they feel. Number 2 leads to number 3. Number 3 is, don't say I know how you feel, because you don't know how they feel. You don't. In fact, no two survivors feel the same way, the same exact kind of way. No. Yes, they might feel cheated. Yes, they might feel hurt, but they don't feel the exact kind of way. So how are you that has no experience, has never gone through it, tell someone that is going through that kind of thing that I know how you feel? No, you don't, and never say that. So as a survivor, nobody knows how you feel. You know how you feel. You know how you feel deep down, and you have to help yourself grow out of it. You have to help yourself heal, because like I said, you're worth it. Now, like I said, keep a journal. Keep a journal. Like, it helps you grow. It helps you realize that you've come from that pitiful person, from that defenseless person, to this strong person. It helps you. You might think, okay, some people feel like, oh yeah, I was abused and then I'm fine, but blah, I'm okay. But then it takes a little thing to trigger you. It takes something very tiny to trigger you. And then when you're triggered, you realize that people like that become reclusive. They become like caged. They feel alone. So what I'm trying to tell you is, in the stage of healing, the first way to heal is to help yourself. Talk to yourself, speak to yourself. What do you want to hear someone tell you? Tell it to yourself. Write it down. Keep a journal. Help yourself grow. That is the best way. That is the first step to healing. Keeping a journal is the first step to healing. Are you with me? Now, another thing that will help you grow is speaking out. You have to talk. You have to talk about it. You have to speak up. You have to know that you have to speak up. You need to understand that that person cannot hurt you again, because it's not your fault. No. You have a right to be angry. You have a right to be sad. You have a right to feel hurt, but you don't have a right to blame yourself in this issue. So like I said, you have to speak up. And when you speak up, you will realize you feel better. You will feel better about yourself. And not just speak up to the right people, speak up to the right person. And if the right person tells you something stupid, like what I said earlier, walk away. Someone else will listen to you. Lastly, if you've ever gone through any form of sexual abuse as a child or even as an adult, either a man or woman or boy or girl, anybody, if you have ever been, or you know someone that has been through it, just do them a favor, do yourself a favor. Believe them. Believe yourself. Even if nobody believes you, believe what you said. And you might not believe it, but I believe you. I believe everything. I know you know what happened, and I believe you. So, be strong. Stay safe. I'm going to drop a link in the description area where you can, I stumbled on that link. You can check, if you need help, which I believe almost all of us do, you can check on that link. It helps with mental health and all. So I hope you check it, see what you can get from it. It actually touches almost every kind of mental health. So I hope you would heal. Stay strong, be strong. I love you.